Without further ado, please give a strong Comic-Con welcome to the director of Fright Night, Craig Gillespie.
Hey everyone, thank you for being here. All right, very excited about the film today. We actually are going to have a sneak peek later on for some fans who are going to be lucky enough to see it. We're going to do a few clips tonight, or today. We're very excited today. We've got most of our cast here. First guy I'd like to bring out, you may be familiar with him. He's done a few movies. He's Colin Farrell.
Nice to meet you. How are you? Hello.
First up, we have Marty Noxon. You may know her. She worked on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Mad Men. Most recently, I Am Number 4. She did an amazing job with the script, and here's Marty Noxon. Playing Charlie in the film, we were so lucky to get Anton Yelchin. He's already done 20 films in his young career. You may know him well for Star Trek, Terminator. Kiss it. Our next guest we have, you may have seen her in the latest Jane Eyre, and then of course before that she was in 28 Weeks Later, among other films. Very lucky we have Imogen Poots with us. Our next is, you may know him from Superbad. If you've seen that, we have Christopher Mintz-Platz.
Thanks, baby. All right. Sweet.
Thank you, Anton. And actually, which I'm thrilled about, we have a very special guest today who's going to be moderating this for us, who you guys, being fans of the original, may know. Chris Sarandon is here.
Hi, everybody. Do we have some? We have a few fans from the original Fright Night here.
Yeah.
First of all, to Craig, why did you want to direct Fright Night?
Come on,
Craig.
You know what? All right, so actually, I was familiar with I had some sort of horrific images from my childhood from the original Fright Night that had stuck with me for a long time, but I wasn't familiar with the whole plot of Fright Night. You know, having seen it so long ago. When the script was sent to me, I just read it basically cold, and it was such a good script that Marty wrote, and it's such this great blend of horror and the thriller aspect, but with the humor, and that's what I loved about it. So I really, it was so clearly written for me that I could visualize it very easy, and I was on board right away.
The next question is for Marnie. You have a history in the vampire genre, having written a few.
Was it vampire business? Yeah.
Yes. What?
The vampire business.
The vampire business, right? Was it daunting to take on a horror classic?
Yes and no. Yes, because there's a lot of vampire out there right now. And I hadn't really done anything since Buffy, because once you've done Buffy, you know, it's hard to top. But the original had such a good balance of the things you're talking about, but also really interesting relationships that I thought could be commented on 20 years later, that could evolve based on how the cultures evolve. So, like, the world of Comic-Con is very much alive in the movie. Yeah. And I wanted to write about those, you know, particularly Evil Ed and Charlie. Was really interested in their relationship, and I also really wanted to write a vampire who wasn't, who didn't play the piano, Nothing against that. I just missed a kind of viciousness and sexuality that I felt Colin imbued.
What attracted you to the idea of playing Charlie Brewster?
Well, I think there's a very clearly defined, emotionally impactful journey for a guy to take, you know, which is sort of not knowing where he's at and what he believes in and sort of guessing at it, and in turn losing his best friend, and then going on a journey to sort of find himself and realize what's important to him, and in turn fight a vicious vampire. And it was great. It just combines. It's the making of what really makes this guy, you know, who he is. And it's just there's a lot going on, and it was so well written and well structured, and the relationships are all really complex but entertaining. And it was just I felt like it was a great journey.
Colin, I'm told that you were reluctant at first to play Jerry. Why?
And I'd done 3 or 4 films that were kind of a little bit heavy in their subject matter, and I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to go to work and have a laugh, and the script really engaged me. Yeah, and that was it. But being a lover of the original, I just wanted to know what direction it was going to go in, and there was enough homage paid to the original in the script that Marty wrote, and there was also enough that was different, that took the story and the characters in a new direction. Particularly the vampire that was drawn by Marty, the Jerry character, was very different from what I'm sure was on the page, even before you brought what you brought to what you did. So I loved that. It took the pressure off. I never felt, thank God, because I would have failed miserably, like I needed to compete with you. It was there. It was heading in another direction. And David Tennant's character as well, Peter Vincent, was David Tennant, ladies and gentlemen. I will pass on the good word. You know, it was very different. It was contemporized in a really clever way and in a really entertaining way. So yeah, I was in.
Can you tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
Amy and what more she has going for her?
Amy's obviously been in the dark for quite a while regarding the situation with her boyfriend and why he's behaving like such a loon. So I think it's interesting because they're suddenly on this journey together and everything's extremely intense. It's really a playground for their emotions to figure out what they're going to do with their relationship, and they start to learn a lot about themselves and each other, I feel, in the process. So she has got a lot going on, and until everything starts to get a little bit horrifying, she can't really gauge how seriously to take her boyfriend.
What's it like working with David Tennant, honestly?
Oh, it's great. I mean, as you can see from, you know, the clip, David's the nicest, funniest man. And he's so, the character, just being in the room with that character was such a pleasure. Just seeing him create all of those moments, and it's so exciting. Every take would be different. I mean, I love the Shirley Temple line. I just thought that was so great. And I mean, every take there'd be something like that, and it's so exciting to be in a room. Same things with Colin, with the Jerry, like to be in a room with that level of character. You know, it's such a great pleasure to be able to watch someone create something so interesting and so fascinating. And David's great person. Offset too, you know, and just hanging out with them. The whole cast. It was good fun.